B, do me a favor, flip this around and point this to you. You might have to.
Slide.
No, slide. But yeah, this sketch as long as that pointing to you.
Yo.
Perfect.
Good.
Mike Jones.
Yeah, you good. We live.
Oh, we shooting?
Yes, sir.
Yo. This is episode 4
Vote.
Benjamin's Room. We live at Music Box Studio today. We got a special guest, you heard me? Coach Co.
Whoa.
Coach Co. 1008 TV. I know probably a lot of y'all know Coach Co. Whoever don't, you sleeping on youth sports if you don't know Coach Co, because he been in youth sports since I even knew what youth sports was. You dig? Coach Co. You dig?
What's happening?
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Welcome.
I'm chilling. I'm cool. Youth sport, that's my passion. But I started my journey in the throwback show. I got the throwback show first, but I just got out the music game because it was so. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
So I just got in the youth sports game, and I've been there ever since. I love it though. But I'm happy to be here with y'all right now though. Real spill.
Appreciate you.
What y'all got into this week?
I had French Quarter Fest all weekend.
That shit was
dope. First time we had a
I never been to
performance.
French Quarter Fest.
Oh, man. It's free, nigga. What's keeping you?
Cause I always go to the French Quarters. What the fuck the difference is?
Oh, the big difference.
Yeah, it's actually the time to go to the French Quarters.
I never been to that, dog. I don't know. I go to the French Quarter all the time and just chill by myself, but I don't know. Like,
it's like Jazz Fest in the French Quarters.
But it's like
Jazz
hot
Fest in the French Quarter.
with no entertainment.
The weather was perfect and it was nothing but entertainment. There were stages.
Oh, they got big time entertainment in the stage.
Maybe I just missed it all.
Oh
definitely
yeah,
missed
they
it.
be having big time entertainment. You got to see the French Quarter Fest lineups.
I ain't
You been to Jazz Fest, right?
I've been to Jazz Fest.
Stick that bitch in the French Quarter.
It was hot. Well, look, I'm gonna tell you about Jazz Fest. That shit was hot.
You know what's
Well,
crazy?
We got that next week.
I never been to Jazz Fest.
Never been to Jazz
I
Fest?
never been to Jazz
Jazz
Fest.
Fest is like a fucking you know what that bitch like? That bitch like a sock hop. Like if they
I never been to Jazz Fest.
So the problem with Jazz Fest is, I remember before Katrina, it used to be like $16 for me to get in.
right.
Today, like if you go tomorrow and get a ticket, it's $90 a person.
I'm never going to Jazz Fest.
So a lot of people won't be going to Jazz Fest. It's $90 a person.
Shout out to the hustlers, because this the time of the year all the hustlers come outside. Everybody's selling water,
Yeah.
they selling hats,
Something.
umbrellas. Dog, if the dollar store sells something, you could buy it in bulk and sell it right now, dog. In festival time, it's hustle season.
I tell you what though, I'm from across the river, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had their Super Sunday last Sunday.
Super Sunday.
Sunday.
I didn't even
right.
get a chance to go because it kind of came and went, and I ain't even remember about it. I think they got to do a better job of advertising, promoting that thing for across the river because it'd be nice.
I think they need more bigger acts.
They need bigger acts.
They need bigger. They need like
bigger
real acts over there.
Listen, I don't want to be rude. I gotta say this. The first year they brought it to McDonald Park, right? I was the park supervisor at McDonald Park at the time. And when I say he brought DJ Jubilee and the DJ the whole thing, right? He brought like Paulins and Crime and Chopper. He brought the big name acts in New Orleans. And I haven't seen a Super Sunday match that one yet because of the acts he brought in. And that's how you got to build it off the acts.
Right. Yeah, but you know, when people say across the river, you be like, oh, across the
But
Unless
the
you go
acts-
until you go across the river.
See, DJ Pop approved with the R&B night. No. Cross the River do have that type of bias
It's chill.
sometimes.
It's definitely chill.
But it's still, if you bring the right acts, they coming.
Yeah.
They coming, bro. Because DJ Pop approved that because he didn't have many clubs popping on the West Bank. Look at Caesars. They run the Caesars.
Jay's
it
like
ain't
across the
nothing.
river, like
And Caesars right by where Super Sunday at.
And then you think about like Nam Talk Parade, like across the river, really.
Yeah, I was about to say none of that.
Cross the river popping. Like I gotta just keep it real. Like Cross the River is New Orleans' best kept secret. Algiers.
For whatever reason, folks from this side scared to cross that bridge, though. I know a lot of people that
Say,
just
me
refuse
personally, I'm from Marrero, right?
Yeah.
That's Cross the River.
I don't go to Marrero. Only time I go
I
to
ain't going to
Marrero is
Marrero.
when I get my hair cut. And
Well, holla at
it's
your
not
people.
because I don't, man, look, I ain't trying to say fuck them people. You dig? But you got to come on this side to see me. You got to come on this side, bro. Like, you can't You can't be on. I'm not coming over there, not because I don't love the West Bank, because y'all police different. Like, once you get a hold to these NOPD police officers, well, you heard me, like, they ain't really tripping. They looking for a gun. They looking for a killer and looking for a gun. They ain't really tripping. Now, if you catch one that's tripping, he fucked up. But for the most part, you're gonna catch a lot of cool police officers that's not really worried about you if you minding your business. Over there, the police is minding your business.
That's for a disclaimer. Over there is not all over there. Right? Like,
so what's the part we can't go to and what's the part we can?
Algiers is cool.
Algiers is cool.
Algiers is cool. Gretna, I'll be scared of Gretna. I'll be scared of West Wego.
Avondale, Wagman.
No.
Cross the river, shit.
No, real shit.
The rest of it, not cool.
Real shit.
And but how Algiers is cool.
Because it's New Orleans, nigga.
No,
because it's NOPD.
But they at war. The whole Algiers at war.
No, stop it. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So, as long as I've been, I grew up in Algiers too, right? I went to 32.
32.
And I went to Birdman. Right? As long as I've been alive, I used to have to deal with the Algiers Fisher situation. Then when Christopher Holmes was active, it was Christopher Holmes. It was the cutoff. Like, as long as I've been in Algiers, it been active. I ain't gonna say with street shit going on. Like, it's been active.
NOPD.
Yes,
but it been active.
Nah.
So if you mix that with the rest across the river. Right, so I got to deal with either
they police department ain't playing with that shit.
Either hoods that's beefing or the police.
That's beefing.
But every part of the city though got hoods that's beefing though, B. Every part.
They do.
Like we know.
New Orleans so jammed up. Like the whole city, like New Orleans East is almost the same size as the rest of New Orleans. Like the city part, New Orleans East big as shit. That's all I'm trying to say. New Orleans East is huge. So if you look at the whole East. If you look at the whole East, you don't think New Orleans East bigger than Algiers?
Hell no, it ain't bigger than Algiers.
I feel like it's bigger than Algiers.
No, the whole Ninth Ward bigger than Algiers, but not just the East alone. You gotta remember, Algiers go all the way back to the Ninth Ward.
Look at the Ninth Ward. You can fit all the rest of the walls in the Ninth Ward. You know what I'm saying? So if this hood beefing and that hood beefing, fuck, that's a 5-minute distance. You get away from that. You look at how big Algiers is. That's just like the whole East was beefing with each other.
The whole East was beefing with each other. I heard the stories about the Goose and the Grove, and they beefing with the. Come on, man! Don't act like this shit fairy tale.
That wasn't the place to be.
Man, I heard they was beefing out here in the East, man.
That wasn't. All right, so. All right, so back to the. You right. You right to a degree. To a degree, you is right. But right now, the hoods ain't beefing in the East. You dig? So
because everybody from the East not in from the East, they came from everywhere else.
Exactly. But everybody from Algiers still from Algiers.
No, stop. Once the Katrina hit, everybody from Uptown and everything, they moved to Algiers.
Yeah, they moved to Algiers. You know what they did? Started with the same shit. It was like, all right, the people that was from Uptown that moved to Algiers,
they just took their bullshit with them.
No, look, they took all their bullshit with them and adapted to that hood. So if they moved to the Fisher, they fucked with all them people out the Fisher and was like, what's up with whoever they up with. So they just kind of they didn't change the beef. They just adopted the beef and carried on. And those hoods adopted more beef because they've been affiliated with these different wars that already got beef. So that's what made Algiers a whole different animal right now, because you have the generational beef already going on mixed in with everybody else generational situation going on.
That beef shit stupid though.
It is.
And it's them fucking rappers with that bullshit, fool.
See, real.
That's why I listen to them young rappers, dog. All they do is talk about killing their ops and smoking weed and fucking their bitches. That's it.
But I'm gonna say this,
and this, catchy.
And this, but look,
we heard it all before.
But look, I'm gonna say this though: music is a exhaust pipe. All right, whatever acceptable music the market is taking is because the people they
accepting it.
No, that's their life. That's the lifestyle that they signing up. That's the worldview that they signing up to. Whether it's good, whether it's right. Whether they just young and just being misled, they signing up for this worldview. So you have to listen to the music to know what the fuck
they creating false narratives.
We did too.
No, we didn't. No,
we
we
did.
didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't.
I would say we was the start of creating false narrative.
No, we were the start of telling the story to what was going on and not what we saw. These motherfuckers create false narrative that they got to go try to create, and they start creating it. These video game rappers right now.
You remember the sellout?
No.
You remember the sellout? You old enough to remember the sellout.
The
You
sellout?
old enough to remember the sellout too.
What was it?
All right, the sellout was the motherfucker who got the shoe deal. Was the nigga who got the money and moved the fuck out the hood and got the fuck. They used to call that nigga a sellout. Right. You would be thinking, oh yeah, I'm making all these accomplishments. You go back to the hood, motherfucker, used to be calling you a sellout. They don't have that no more. Everybody worldview changed to, yeah, bitch, I'm trying to get the fuck out the hood too. To a point where even if you look at Menace to Society, what they wanted to do, I just gotta get to Atlanta. Oh, we get to Atlanta. Nigga done got shot up and everything. Nigga still trying to get to Atlanta. Bitch, you gonna get shot in Atlanta too.
Right.
Cause you bringing you with you.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you bringing you with you. You gonna bring the same problems with you. You dig? So like I don't know, bro.
You know what's crazy though? You heard he just said about we try to run from the hood, run to Atlanta. You know what the people with money do? They run to the hood and buy everything out and run you niggas out to Atlanta. You heard me?
Yeah, that's what they do.
We gotta start coming to the hood and putting the money in the hood.
And investing into our kids.
The hood. They got so much. These people come in the hood and buy property for cheap.
Yeah, because it's so cheap. Nigga done fucked over it. Now it's dirt cheap. And
say one thing I really wanted to get to though, bro.
Talk about it.
I wanted to have a moment of silence. You dig?
Yes.
For the 3 kids that lost their lives, and that 3-year-old that lost his life in the French Quarter. Moment of silence. I really want to address this point on a serious note. 8-year-old Allie Berry Wilson, 14-year-old Brandy Wilson, 15-year-old Kevin Poole. The 3-year-old name haven't been released at this time. You dig? Out of those 3 kids, the 3 that drowned, one of them was a Nord kid. We had the pleasure of filming him, taking pictures and with his team and stuff like that all last year. And a lot of coaches that we know watched this kid grow up. Watch those kids probably grow up. That the city's so small, like me and you kind of talked about last time, that it affect everybody. Because everybody clutched their child when they heard of this happening. The father of the 2 girls, DJ Darkside, he did a DJ who DJ in the East and cooked right at 7140. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ate his food and went to his, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all of us in the DJ world is so intertwined. Everybody came from somebody. Right. And you watch these little children, you watch people have these babies, and you know what I'm saying? And when we think about the future, we think about the future being everlasting. We don't think about the future ending at 14, at 5, at 7. Like, and we don't think about it like that. So it was a situation that really affected the city. We lost those 3 kids. We speak a lot about Algiers and the culture, and I heard a lot of people voicing their opinion about the kids even being at that part of the levee or by the ferry and by the river and all that. As a kid growing up in Algiers, y'all ever used to chill over there?
We swam in the river. We did that. We fished. We went swimming. Like we played the levee. We played the levee. Like that was we did that. Like,
and I remember doing that too as a kid growing up in Algiers.
Like my little brother bust all this shit up one time, diving in the river. Hit, you know, because sometimes the water be high, sometimes the water be low. Right? He dove in that bitch and bust all this shit up because of the
tide. Low tide.
That situation, bro. I'm not even lying. I had 2 painful situations that hit me with kids, right? The first one was, I don't know if y'all remember, a couple years back, the hammer attack when a dude broke in the girlfriend's house and beat the kids with the hammer. He just got life sentences too.
Yeah, they just gave him.
Yeah, they just gave him a sentence. Goody for his stupid ass. Right. That was one of my kids that was at the park I was at. That hurt me to my core to this day. So that's why we got the Aiden Riley Award that we give out the award show every year. And this one right here, because accidents happen. Right? So from the story that I heard, when the first girl slipped and fell and whatever she did, however that happened, it was misfortunate and it's painfully hurtful. But for Kevin to go in there after her, some hero shit.
Right.
He should be looked at as that. That's some fucking hero shit. You heard me? Like, he wasn't lost in vain. Let me put it like that. You heard me? Because I still got a hope and prayer that he hanging on to a rock somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But how he went to do what he did, he should be looked at as fucking hero number one in the city of New Orleans. Real shit. That shit. Real shit.
And like every summer, we have situations with kids and water and all this type. Like I remember another DJ 7. This was my first experience with children in water. His children went to the levee in the back of Haynes. And they you know what I'm saying? Like they died in the water. And they were swimming in the water, just swimming and just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to have fun on a summer day, you know what I'm saying, and find somewhere to get wet at. And they went back there and we went looking for them because nobody knew really what happened to them. We went looking for them kids. And it really affected me because I don't even think I had kids at the time, you know, and I had a water situation with my son, jump in the pool because he see everybody was jumping in the pool. He's 3 years old, he won't run in and jump in the pool. And somebody had to jump in and save him. So a lot of us have these situations where somebody got to jump in and save the baby out the pool, or these pools and the levee, and children just falling in pools or falling in bodies of water.
Kids being kids.
Kids being kids. So, but I think the more we go through this, we have to put up a lot of the safeguards because I watched a video on Facebook where a guy was saying that part of the river is the deepest part of the river. He said, I laid these pillars.
Yeah, 200
he said, this
feet
200 feet. He said, they don't have one sign. They don't have one safeguard. And I said that about the canal on Morrison. And when I said that, my page got deleted from just bringing up issues like that, not just to the mayor, but to the city council and stuff like on Morrison. They don't have no safeguard. That water on Morrison rise up so high.
It scared me for the last.
And they don't have a rail or nothing to stop kids that's walking from school.
I could give y'all a little fun fact of something I heard about Kevin.
Run it.
I heard he was in this class studying like the river and how they like the coastal lands of the Mississippi River. Like he was studying that type of shit. Like he was studying that. So I heard that about him. So for him to be on that river like that, he probably was working in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Trying to gain information because that's what he was into from what I hear. But that whole situation,
and he probably felt safe being there by him. You know what I'm saying? Being into that type of stuff. He probably didn't walk back there before.
That's why I don't want to speculate on it, but it's
we all trying to rationalize. Like when these type of situations come about, everybody trying to rationalize.
I won't say something to the people in New Orleans, right? Because I've seen some ignorant shit.
Back your mic up a little bit.
Back it up?
Yeah.
I've seen some ignorant shit. It's nobody's fault.
It's not no
it's
blame.
Nobody's fault. You can't play the blame game. It can't be no shoulda, woulda, couldas.
All right.
Accidents, tragedies. That's what it is, and we have to just pray that family find. I know it is to lose a child. I know that feeling, but like that, we got to find grace in that family, bro. Like,
and pray the kids, show up.
How y'all feel about the blame? A lot of blame, not just going. I don't see the blame going to the mayor saying that whatever, like it's your fault, the mayor's fault. But to me, politicians, the politicians are politicians. I've seen politicians who I don't know if they really gave a fuck, but I thought they gave a fuck. Because
they all sell us with that shit. Yeah.
They made me feel like, and I feel like as a politician, it's your job to always be tapped in with the people and seeing what the people feel and giving a fuck about what the people give a fuck about. Like a lot. Yeah. Like to really show that you give a fuck.
You represent the people. The people put you in that place.
Right, the only thing I'm gonna say about that, just to interject, and I'm not a big fan of the mayor, but this city fucked up and got a lot of problems. So everything really fall on her, which it ain't.
It ain't all her fault though. But I feel you.
Like that shit been open.
Right. It's not her fault.
So we can't keep pointing everything at TD.
But this is my thing.
Fan or no fan.
You have to act like you give a fuck.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
For me. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a lot of these blogs and stuff.
Yeah, but now that you
how
know,
long
now
I've
it's
been
your
posting
turn
the
to do
news?
something.
I've been posting the news since 2014. Since before that, before Katrina, I got picture books of news clips of shit that is just happening in the newspaper. I was just cutting out. I was like, fuck, this really just... And I'm putting this shit in picture books and I got it at my house. Nobody really gave a fuck about a lot of this shit. Some people did. A small amount of people really gave a fuck and used to wake up and read the news and run straight to the crime section to see what's going on. That was me. I was crime, then cartoons. That was my
still
news.
got the people that's NOLA.com right now.
Right.
That's NOLA.com popping off right now.
So what I'm saying is now, since it's been popularized, you see all the blog sites posting news clips of murders and all this stuff that's happening because they want to seem like they give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So to bond with people, to get the people on your side, you have to at least act like you give a fuck about what they give a fuck about when they give a fuck about it. Like, you have to show that. You have to be good at it. It gotta feel authentic. That's part of being a good politician.
I'm about to say that's their fucking job. That
That's
should be the
part
one
of being
thing
a
they good at.
politician.
Everett, and I'm not. I won't be devil's advocate, but I gotta. Sometimes we have to ask people. We have to give. We have to remember the human trait in people.
Right.
Like, I don't have people or friends with real tragedies happening in their life, and I didn't go around because I didn't know how to go around. I didn't know how to address that particular situation. Right.
Right.
So, and then sometimes as humans, we can make mistakes.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
She can be the mayor and this situation happen, like, fuck, what do I say? I know she got riots and all that type of thing.
Right.
Right? So she ain't addressed it fast enough. Let's give her that. Okay.
Well, yeah.
I give her that. Mistake. Humans make mistakes all the time.
Yeah.
Every human make mistakes in their job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you can't just shoot her down. You can't just shoot her down and won't say fuck her and speak all the negativity because we still got the tragedy to deal with.
And you still got her another 4 years.
You know what I'm saying?
But do y'all
it's not
feel
even
like
about her. It's still about the fucking tragedy.
Right.
But do y'all feel like there's a race component in this? Like,
Yeah.
like if that was Lil Becky and Lil Sue,
If it was Lil Becky and Lil Sue, they'll still be out there searching.
would they have more than one boat? Because I was told that they only had one boat searching for 3 children in the deepest part of the river. And that's why everybody in such an uproar, because they like, man, they got one boat looking for 3 children in the deepest part of the river. They tagging the Cajun Navy, tagging everybody that got a boat that's into that line of work.
Now, I'm pretty sure she can change that shit.
And you know, like, it's a public outcry for this.
Yeah.
Do you think the mayor position is like the president's position? See, and a lot of times we get these figureheads in politics and we think they can just say this and it go like that. And a lot of times it really don't go like that.
Yeah, some shit she got the approval and a lot of shit she don't. But I would say for this, she should have the authority
to say, I need all the fucking boats on the
what the
Coast Guard to
problem
go.
is?
I don't know,
When
because a
you
lot
do
of that
flex
water
your
not
muscle-
city water. A lot of that water is
Right.
federal water.
But look,
and the Coast
when you
Guard
do-
probably not for her.
when
That's-
It's not. You know
when
what I
you
mean?
do flex your muscle, and it's the thing. That's just like
but
your
she
big
do have
brother.
the authority to call the government.
That's
and
just
say,
like your
"Get that
mom
shit
or your
happening."
big brother or somebody you look up to that you seen flex their muscle. You feel like you feel like you make you feel like a motherfucker could do anything when they flex their muscle on certain shit. They're like when they say, all right, the red light camera's illegal, and motherfuckers say, no, we keeping them up. That's a flex of muscle saying we could do what we want to do. So when you flex your muscle on certain shit and we see you flexing and we can't do nothing about it, like you say, all right, the mask mandate, everybody else in the state saying we good on the mask mandate.
But you saying no.
You saying no and you flex that muscle.
You heard her say no, but she ain't say no. They got fucking 5 district councilmen that got to say from what they district
But
say.
that's still a flex of
they
muscle.
still got representative under them that got to say what their constituents say.
Right,
so
but-
she just got to give the answer.
Well, what
It
I'm
ain't her
saying
answer
is, it's still a
necessarily.
flex of muscle saying we can do what we want to as politics, as politicians. That when we want something from them, When they want something from us, they flex their muscle, they get it. Right? Every time they flex their muscle, they get it. If they say, oh, it's a tax on this, we go, it's gonna be a fucking tax. So when they flex their muscle like that, now it's a public outcry. Now we need something from you, right? This is like the IRS. Now, if the IRS owed you money and they made you wait 2 years, 3 years to get your money, you're gonna be like, bitch, if I owed you money, you was gonna take it off the table. Right. I need my money now. So if when you flex your muscle, shit move. Now when we need something, we need you to flex that same muscle. And we don't want to hear, we gotta wait until this move and that move. Now you're not about to do that to us.
We want it now.
We need it. It's my money. I want it now. Just like JG Wentworth said, I need my shit now. We need results now.
It's never your money.
But we need results now.
What results you looking for? And I get it. The Coast Guard should still be out there.
We want a show. A show is everything.
And we don't want to do dog and puppy shit. That shit
no, we don't want it, but that's the least you could give me. That's just like if you gonna tell me a lie. If you cheating on me or if you fucking over me, give me a good lie, dog. Like if I'm looking at you and I'm gonna respect a nigga who give me a good lie.
Why?
Because a good fucking lie. I always respect a good fucking lie, dog. Because even in the long run, I'm like, you really thought about me. You really thought about me when you give me a good lie. When you don't give a fuck about me, you might just tell me the truth. Look, bitch, we ain't doing it. You did like that's gonna hurt, but it's the truth. Now you say, man, and you give me a fire lie, something later, but I'm gonna respect the fucking lie. That's just like you find out the moon landing was fake. You were like, damn, that was a good fucking lie, though, bitch. Like, you went through a lot to fool me. I respect it. I respect the fact that I believed it at one time. Even if
telling
it's
a lie
not
a whole lot to do. That's like some of the easiest shit in the world to do to you.
Yeah, but to tell an intricate lie, when you lie, you have to go through steps of, motherfucker might ask me this. I gotta have a question. Now, when you have an answer for everything, I gotta respect that lie.
Boy, that's what liars do.
Now, if I unravel your lie with my first question, I'm gonna be wanting to punch on you after that. Now I won't fight.
So in other words,
I won't fight. Nah.
If he lied to you after one question, you won't fight, but you gonna let him lie to you for 100 questions, and it's cool.
Yeah,
that's some crazy shit.
No, I respect it more.
We've been letting them politicians do that all our life.
I respect it more.
You gotta remember this though. See this, and I don't know if I was talking to this cat or somebody else. We not that far removed from slavery.
No, we still in it.
Like, we not that far removed from it.
They just gave us V-Bucks.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
We just can buy cool shit now.
Son, they literally just gave us V-Bucks.
Yeah.
They literally just made money, and now they just shitting on us even more. Because now they just make up. No, they shitting on us in front of our face because now they just make up any kind of money. Now they just come up with any kind of coin and just call it whatever it is.
This the one thing I know about money, right? It's not... It don't have a brand of who spends it or not, or who gets it or not. It don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It don't give a fuck.
I know who face on it.
Yeah, I know who face on it too, but how much of that we actually use?
But again, when we go back to the face, if it went by the faces, it's all presidents. We only got one nigga to put on that bitch.
Right.
But Ben Franklin wasn't no president though, so you ain't got to be all presidents. Susan B. Anthony wasn't the president. She on a coin. You ain't got to be a president. And we got like, I think they were talking about Harriet Tubman get put on some currency.
The $20 bill, that shit folded so quick.
Yeah. But we need to put Barack on some money though. Barack need a bill. Like real shit. Like,
y'all
Barack need a bill. He need the high 40.
Shit.
You know what the high 40 for, huh? The high 40.
High 40.
Put Barack on a $40 bill. You heard me? Put Barack on that bitch.
Y'all heard of B.O.G. Viney?
Yeah, I heard of her. She in the bounce world. Heard of her.
Pretty gang Viney. My little sister. I love Viney.
Hold on. What B.O.G. stand for?
I think she said B.O.G. stand for. She just made a post. I forgot. I forgot what it. I'm not even gonna say it. And my phone dead right now, so I can't even look it up. I think it's Been On Game.
Been On Game Viney. All right.
On Game. I think B.O.G. stand for Been On Game. So B.O.G. Viney. Well, first, this story started with Rifle 9.
Okay.
Rifle 9, my number one in my top 5 right now.
Yeah, keep blowing up. Every week it's a new move.
But Nino Kelvin is fucking moving. Like, he pushing my button, you did, because that last tape awesome. But anyway, this start off with Rob 49. Rob touch a bounce beat. Like, our first podcast, we started with, I said, man, you think Rob gonna fuck with a bounce beat?
You did ask me that
I
shit.
said, because I could see him fucking with a Reedy, doing some shit, because Reedy.
Shout out to Reedy. Reedy did my show before.
Man, Reedy.
Shout out to Reedy.
Reedy, a real fucking lyrical monster. Or a Treaty, who was also a fucking monster, right? So Reedy or Treaty. So Viney, you can't never count artists like Viney out, because Viney got that energy. It's not like a Reedy energy. Like, Reedy got that fucking energy, that fast, super fast energy.
Fisher, fool. Reedy.
She about to get your tempo, you started. Viney got
Instantly.
almost like a comedic. It's almost like a comedic style of bounce, where it's almost like she gonna be absurd. She gonna say the most absurd shit. She gonna wear the most absurd colors. She gonna wear the loudest colors. She gonna be loud.
Entertainment at its finest.
She and she do it like
Flawless.
well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, through everything, like through the ups, downs, everything. They gonna have 7,000 people. They gonna have 7 people in the club. She gonna fucking
Same
make the
energy.
crowd interact. She gonna come fuck with you. She gonna come talk to you. She gonna take pictures. She a real artist. So you can't really count a person like that out, because she a real creator in a sense. So Rob do the Get the Gat. I think he got something coming out with Lil L using the Get the Gat. So I think he said something under the post about working with other artists, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. So Viney, she take the Get the Gat beat off of TikTok and make a TikTok doing like the different Get the Gat shit, and was like, tag Rob. It did everybody tagging Rob. Lil L manager come in Viney inbox and start pressing her about copyright. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But if you ain't selling this shit, it's
And
you use that shit,
I'm more
right?
than sure that KLC own the rights to Get the Gat.
But they ain't selling it.
No, they probably KLC. I know this. KLC, when it comes to the business of music, he on his shit, right?
Right.
When that Get the Gat came back out, and LA shoe players started using it, Get the Gat on TikTok, right?
Right.
I'm willing to put money on the line. KLC is seeing a penny from that. He know about publishing. He's seeing a penny from Get the Gat, and that was his work. And you know, he one of the smartest dudes in the game when it comes to production and shit.
Somebody getting paid.
KLC, Parkway Pumping Records.
And so they pressed her. She posted the whole conversation online. So now everybody like going in. They like, man, what the fuck? Like, because it's a challenge. Like, it was a challenge. So my question to y'all really, and everybody watching this, is like, how y'all feel about older artists and their music, right? Because I had a situation.
So peep this out. That same situation happened with the Saints, with Chopper. When the Saints started doing all the winning, and Chopper.
The Chopper style came back,
And
right?
so what Chopper did after that?
Chopper blew up a little bit.
He
Chopper started doing
capitalized
shows.
off of that shit.
Yeah.
And he came right
In
back
that
out.
same situation, I seen on OG Murder Live that he was saying that they had a legal situation with the person who made the beat.
Who made the Chopper style beat? Who did the Chopper style? Who produced that?
I don't know. Murder had brought up the situation. He was saying,
You know what? That's a good. I never even knew who produced that track.
yeah,
Because it wasn't a Beats by the Pound at the time.
They said they had a legal situation going on because that dude never got paid for that beat. But that's rumor. And here said Chopper probably could clear that up.
Hey,
So.
I could put a room out that I heard too on that same subject, but I can't call no names. But the same company, they said when they was doing Down South Hustlers, it was like a lot of people wasn't getting paid for the work they was doing. They were way back in the game.
Right.
They said a lot of boys that did the Down South Hustlers, if you go check the first Down South Hustlers, had so many artists on there from New Orleans that didn't signed with No Limit after Down South Hustlers.
We was talking about that earlier. So many niggas ain't got the business right, and so when these opportunities come back for you to get paid, you done fucked up so many years ago. Now you got your.
But my thing is this,
crazy.
maybe I'm
But
fucked
how you feel
up.
about him pressing her?
That's whack.
Yeah, that's whack.
That's whack.
Your boy need to capitalize off of this shit. He done had umpteen years to do
That
something.
else will be performing every week.
Would Lil L gain anything from anywhere by working with an artist like a B.O.G.
You
Viney?
fucking right. You fucking right. Cause now if B.O.G. Viney got a show, right? And she hitting up whatever her shit is, right? And then we ready to get the crowd get bucked. And when the L walk out that bitch, the crowd gonna go crazy.
That's a check.
That's a check.
You think he look down on checks like that because
No,
she
he
a
not
local
getting.
artist?
He not getting no checks. He never got no checks for no fucking Get the Gat. He wasn't getting no money for that. Trust me. Listen, when Get the Gat dropped and New Orleans Bounce first hit, like we was talking about Tucker and them and all them dudes hit, they were just being innovative. It wasn't business.
Yeah, it was just getting started.
It was pretty much a hype man. It was pretty much controlling the mic at the club, but the DJ still with the nigga at the time. Oh, you got that bitch to get the gat, get the gat, get the gat. You didn't even have to rap. All you had to do was entertain the crowd. So it was some live music shit. Right now, you could bring that shit all the way back. You supposed to be performing at Jazz Fest. You could be performing at French Quarter Fest. You could be performing with Cesspool 5 at 7140.
The Pelicans halftime.
The Pelicans game, like they got money out
Yeah,
there for you to.
Well, and it ain't necessarily the artists we talking about. We talking about the management. It was his job to go and grab all these opportunities because your song done blew up all over again after 30-something years or however long this shit been.
Spend some time.
So
that's
when them opportunities come up, you gotta get on that shit ASAP.
Yeah. Like
You can't-
Chopper on that bitch at the concert at a club with Drew Brees, and they at the club and him and Drew Brees hitting that bitch.
I'm about to put him on the spot.
Cool.
What? The fuck wrong with you, man?
I just know it's about to be crazy. He can't get it out.
No, I already know how to do. What, fool?
Sid, who you feel like OT Tucker?
Everybody.
Name the first person who you think should pay T Tucker. Who the first person you think right now should reach out to T Tucker and like bless him?
Well, let me say this. My guy always reach out to T Tucker and bless him. He used to keep Tucker active. Shout out to Joe Black. Joe Black always kept Tucker active. You see Tucker concert, Joe Black will put him in concert shit to make sure he get money. Shout out to Joe Black. But everybody owed Tucker money. Everybody got paid for a concert off doing bounce music. All of them owed Tucker some money. All of them.
So would you say Viney owed out some money?
No. All that money go back to Tucker.
Why?
Because if it wasn't for Tucker, y'all don't have a genre. Period.
So do all the rappers have to pay whoever was the first nigga
Right,
rapper?
right.
I think
The first DJ gotta pay the.
I do.
It don't stop.
Listen.
But we have to have a union for
They
that.
do. I fucking agree. I feel
Who
like
would be the president of the union?
Jay-Z for the national
All right,
union.
so who would be
Jay-Z.
the president of the Bounce Union? Tim Walbuck?
No, probably
Tucker?
Kango Slim. 10 Walbuck be my vice president. Kango Slim, 10 Walbuck will be on my board of the Bounce board. Yeah, they need that shit. And I think, like y'all say, the first rapper, DJ Kool Herc, the nigga that invented hip hop, Jay-Z supposed to make sure he's straight. 50 supposed to make sure he's straight. Everybody got paid on rap, supposed to make sure the pioneers of the shit straight. Real shit. You're not, yeah, that's just me. They making billions off the shit. Billions. Not 100 million, billions. You don't think fucking Birdman, old fucking TT Tucker nothing? The Juvenile Bounce came off of fucking TT Tucker.
Yeah.
Everything that you hear with the bounce, even all the way up to Drake, all that shit go back to fucking TT Tucker. And we don't give our forefathers and bounce enough fucking credit because what they did was they took something that everybody got paid off and they did it so everybody can get paid off because it wasn't about the money for them. It was about the creation for them. And sometimes the innovators get left out the most. You know what I'm saying?
So look, on that was the reason why Snoop Dogg bought Death Row. Because all of them people didn't get paid. So he bought that bitch. He bought all the master. He bought all the publishing. He bought everything from Death Row. You know, so now he about to go back and start making sure all his people getting paid. But everybody ain't about to make them type of boss moves.
See, but my thing is this, though, and this for real, though. there's enough money too. Like, I did an interview with Spud. You know, like I said, another shot. I had the throwback show, right? And I had MC Spud did my first show. And Spud, I ain't gonna say doing, but he was working a job, right? And I was like, how the fuck? I'd be pissed off if Cool Mo D was at work. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to see the nigga that you paid money to go see working no fucking job. I don't want to see that shit, right?
Right.
So Spud, one time Lil Wayne used, Lil Wayne said, bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yeah, can't trust these dog assholes today. That's a direct line from MC Spud, right? That has to be worth a couple of dollars. You can give man $100, $200 just on, GP. When Miss T made Creepin'. Them niggas be creeping. She took that. That's a Spud song.
Right.
You better watch them hoes when they sleeping. Cause them dog ass. That's a Spud song. They ain't pay Spud no homage for that. And I know Birdman them sold 1 billion fucking units and fucking records. Like I'm saying, you can kick some of that shit back to the people that created. Cause remember this, Birdman jump in the game.
Well, what we know right now is Birdman ain't about to pay nobody, nigga.
And listen, I don't know. I think Birdman pay people.
He ain't paying everybody.
Birdman pay people. But my whole thing is, I ain't even talking about the people you owe.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm talking about kick it back to the people that set it up for you. Because remember, Birdman coming in the game with Bounce too.
Right.
Yeah, like you said.
Lil Slim them.
Right.
You heard me? Them was Bounce niggas. UNLV them was Bounce niggas. You heard me?
Right.
Yeah, because he started with the gangster rap with Kilo G.
Right.
And when Kilo G wasn't popping like that nigga went straight to the fucking Bounce niggas. You heard me?
Right.
Then he hit you with the BG. We're gonna go back to the gangster.
Right.
And what he did for Kilo G was, those niggas don't know. They be talking like, my dog, your dog. Murder ain't giving West Side Boys enough credit on this last thing when he was talking about the legends, right? What he don't know is that nigga like Kilo G was helping with some of that Chopper City BG shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's some fact. Kilo G was the first artist that Birdman done put money behind with Pimp C them and Bun B. Y'all go get on his album first, The Bloody City.
Right.
Like Kilo G was a lot of did a lot of innovative shit when it comes to New Orleans. You heard me? So
What kind of? All right, I know you be on a lot of old school shit.
Oh, all
I know
of it.
you be on a lot of band shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? What national artist right now that got your eye? For me, it's Young Boy. I'm a Young Boy.
Young Boy crazy as fuck, but I love that little
Young
motherfucker.
Boy.
I have a love-hate relationship with him.
But who you like right now?
I don't have one fucking. I'm so deep into my own shit, my nigga.
'Cause right now, like,
You know who I like right now? I like the baby.
you like the beard.
And I'm gonna tell you the song.
You like his music or you like him off the
I
screen?
love his music.
Like I like the nigga what he doing
I
without the
don't,
music
listen,
right now.
I love his stand-up mentality. Like
Yeah.
he ain't gonna play. I love that about him.
Yeah.
But I don't like all the other shit. I don't like all that shit. But the music, brand new Lamborghini, fucking
How y'all
cop
feel
car.
about him?
I love the
shooting with
baby.
because before all that happened, he had the shooting at Walmart, right? Before his initial
Self-defense.
blow up, he had but when the video came out, it showed him as the aggressor. But it was kind of weird because that happened years ago. I think like 2017 or something. It happened a while ago. Right? So now he shot somebody else after that broke into his house. Right? Somebody broke into his house, he shot him. He had the situation at the bowling alley where he beat up his baby mama brother and bowled him down the down bowling pins.
See,
And
The way I saw it, it looked
hold on. And a guy who I think white dude who they say have mental issues in the neighborhood. He always jumping fences and doing that type of shit. Well, he jumped the wrong motherfucking fence.
Okay,
He jumped
yeah.
the fence. It was like a 60-year-old white dude jumped the fence. Baby popped him. Called 911. So after all this happened, right? Rolling Stone go and dig up and find the fucking Walmart tape and put the tape from the Walmart situation out because the last 4 or 5 years he been screaming it was a self-defense situation. Dude pulled the gun on him in Walmart. But when the tape came out, it looked like
Can't retry him.
the two dudes.
I'm about to say
walked up
double
to
jeopody,
him.
right?
Yeah, right. You can't retry him. So what we talking
jeopardy.
about?
Public.
Say, listen, in the field that he's
It was a
in,
19-year-old kid.
in the field that he's
So
in,
we know the play. The play is we don't want y'all to like this black nigga no more.
Right.
So we gonna keep feeding your
Yeah.
dish and
but
we seen this
that
with
make us
Tupac.
love the black nigga even more. What the fuck is Kanye West lost his mind? He sold more records.
That's the play.
You heard me? Ain't no such thing as bad publicity in that world,
Or
stupid.
could it be
I think that's
them
just the
trying
play.
to sell more records?
All that could be part of the plot. All that could be part of the plot. All that could be part of
I
the
can
plot.
say once he had his little incident when he opened his mouth, his numbers ain't been the same since. So who knows? Who knows?
Nobody own the number.
I don't see him hurting himself like that. He didn't really need it that much.
Right.
Regardless of your number the same, you still that nigga.
He's probably smart enough to where he own his own publishing, right?
It's a new game, you know. These niggas get on quick.
No, but I'm thinking about
Somebody
how
got
Baby
their hand.
career works, and in the project he's done, he does a lot of independent work. Like he done a lot of independent work. Like
Like I said, I don't know the business, but
No,
he's straight.
No, 6'9"
Wow, man.
body double.
man, 6'9".
6'9".
6'9", the wackest
Preston-
motherfucker in the world.
Dirk Bobby, what's Dirk Bobby double name?
Perkill.
Perkio. 6'9", Preston Perkio is some of the funniest shit I ever seen in my fucking life.
I don't know
Dog.
why. I'm a fan of the 6'9" nigga.
I'm
Not
I
the
can't
music.
say-
The music,
Never heard his music.
yeah, it's just the antics. But
Fuck with the music.
never heard the music.
The music,
nice.
okay.
I like that.
he
crazy
entertaining,
shit he
but
do.
this nigga got a death wish.
And that's the thing I like about him because he a train wreck. He like the train wreck.
Circus,
But
man.
he ain't
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to. He ain't
He's
gotta
a
be.
circus, man.
You want to be that nigga. You want to die, my nigga.
Yeah.
You
Dog.
want to die.
No, listen, everybody that rap like that and is in that world, all them dudes, all of them, they want to die. And guess what's going to happen?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's coming. His
Yep.
time.
Yep.
You think Tupac was like that?
No. Tupac knew he was going to die probably, but I don't think he wanted to die.
Oh,
Because Tupac used to do a lot of shit that, like, motherfuckers getting shot like every 2 years and shit.
yeah, once he got with that camp, you know, he's got on that
So
dead row
what
shit.
I'm saying is, it seemed like some hip hop shit.
It is.
Because hip hop is kind of like wrestling, but
It
You
is.
seen
you
his
really get shot and
documentary?
you really get killed. You dig?
You seen his documentary?
No, I ain't see it.
He ain't that nigga. We
Right.
all know he ain't that nigga.
Right, right.
That's a character.
Right.
It's definitely a character.
You know
So
who?
some
Right.
people say Tupac was a character. Because some people, a lot
That's
of
what we
people
talking
say,
about, huh?
No. You
That's what we talking
6ix9ine?
about, huh?
6'9".
He's talking about 6ix9ine.
Oh, 6ix9ine, okay.
See, you see how intertwined that story is.
But Tupac was a character, though.
Because a lot of people say after Juice, Tupac wasn't the same. So it seemed like a lot of hip hop, even look at Dr. Dre. Like at some point, we looked at Dr. Dre like a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like he hung with gangsters. So
Never looked at
easy-
Dre like no gangster.
I was like 13 years old.
Oh,
so
well, okay.
NWA,
All right. Yeah, NW.
yeah.
I feel you.
you know what I'm saying? I'm a kid and I'm looking at what the media is showing. Like it's Dr. Dre, and then you see the Eazy-E side of things. You dig with Eazy-E. So hip hop always been this. All right, well, you really
Portraying
not
as-
what you portraying,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna expose it, and you know what I'm saying. So you get this competition, which would make it kind of hard to have a union in that type of work. It wouldn't be impossible, but you know what I'm saying. It make it kind of, you know, like you have to grow older and be able to accept some of these things. And a lot of us in hip hop, we lose our legends early.
You know what's crazy about hip hop, though? The crazy thing about hip hop is that it's not that old. That's why I keep on evolving to other new shit. Like,
Yeah.
All our
Like,
legends
like
dead.
no, man, we create new legends every year. Cause think about this, we talking about on the national scene when we talk about hip hop as we know it. Like we think about the Nas. Who else we think about? When we think
Jay-Z.
about true hip hop,
Snoop.
Jay Z.
As far as the legends, they only killed like 2, maybe 3 of them.
What 3 legends there? Cause I don't. Who you talking about?
Biggie.
See, I think all that was.
You think there was
Me?
only legends because they got killed early?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the thing that I'm saying.
Yes.
So like you don't
There
look
was
at
dope.
you don't look at sports stars and be like, oh well, he was a rookie. He got killed his rookie year, but he was so good. Now he a fucking legend.
You do. Sean Taylor. Like when Sean Taylor died early, as for the remember Sean Taylor?
Yeah, I remember Sean
when he
Taylor.
died early, like he was like, man, fuck, his shit got cut short, but he was the nigga. He was gonna be the guy. Like, yeah, sometimes it depends on who it is. I don't know many people that die young like that.
But we do that all with everything in hip hop.
When Len Bias, remember Len Bias?
They could be a local legend.
Got drafted in the NBA. He went and did coke and overdosed the night before he went to his draft night. He overdosed that night.
I heard about that story.
Right.
Yeah.
They still talk about, man, if Len Bias would have played for the Celtics, he'd have been greater than Larry Bird.
But they don't say he a legend.
Right.
They don't see Sean Taylor a legend. Like they honor him, but they don't say he'll like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
in hip hop, once
like
dead,
Biggie didn't have that much work.
Yeah,
material
Biggie not
to-
big.
but
Biggie
by
not
him
no
being
legend
killed,
though.
He was a legend.
Biggie ain't no legend. Though Biggie the most overrated person in hip hop, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
they
think
gonna
so.
always gonna put him at the top of that pedestal.
Because he from New York. But you not even the best cat in Brooklyn.
But what he's saying
I
is,
think he is.
what he's saying is, when they kill a rap nigga, they automatically get legend status. Nipsey, they killed him. Niggas weren't fucking with Nipsey like that, especially down here. But everybody wanted to ride in that shit. Who else they killed? The XXX.
Everybody.
Yeah, it don't matter. Once they kill him, they
As soon
get.
as you start
Because
buzzing,
let me say this.
It's almost like
One
as soon as
thi-
you start buzzing, somebody want to kill you.
One thing about music, though, and is this safe to say? Music, them dudes become legendary because of their backyards, right? So in Baton Rouge, Webby would be a legend, correct?
Right.
Baton Rouge, Webby would be a legend. Even to go as far as say fucking Fox would be a legend coming out of Baton Rouge if he was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you think of New York, when you think of Big L, he ain't did nothing nationally for us, but Big L would be a legend to the Brooklyn cats. You know what I'm
But
saying?
the competition will kill
Like
you.
Juve is to us.
But the competition.
But Juve is a real legend though.
But the competition.
His work says he's a legend.
But the competition in hip hop, the competition really want to kill you. That's a major difference when you start talking about when a person and that's what put a person in legendary status, because you competed and gave up your life. Because we all know all this shit we talking in this hip hop shit, like ever since rap started, the shit talking has been getting more and more and more to a point where we used to do rest in peace songs and we ain't bring up a nigga dead ops. We used to bring up dead people. So now we to the point where the competition is going where who can say the most extreme on derogatory shit to a point where you already in a violent competition. Without that,
I won't say something.
It was a violent competition.
This might be some stupid shit I'm about to say. This might be some stupid shit. But to me, that drill music shit, what you directly speaking of, I don't think that's hip hop.
I think it is hip hop.
I think
They trying to ban the shit in New York.
I think because hip hop is not hip hop. Because hip hop is not just music. Hip hop is a lifestyle. A lifestyle, not a death style. I think drill music is more close to fucking rock and roll without drugs, with guns.
It's still a lifestyle.
You remember the documentary Beef?
It's a death style.
But you remember the documentary
Because
Beef?
everything about drill music is going.
It's killing the youth.
Yeah. So you can't make legendary shit. Hip hop gonna uplift the youth and create billionaires out the bitch.
See, jazz in the documentary Beef.
Oh, I got to do an interview. God damn it. Shit.
What?
We good.
In the documentary Beef, right? They spoke about how the jazz musicians used to be stabbing each other up and fighting and all that type of shit before shows, and how competitive the jazz market was.
Because they ain't had nowhere to sell their dope.
Right. So with hip hop is the same issue, because most
it's
of these,
too much money out here
most
for
of
these
these
niggas.
giant hip hop artists and hip hop and drugs was just coming from our communities to be able to afford a lot of the shit that you need to be an artist and have a studio.
No, man. See, that's the beauty of hip hop was never that.
What?
You ain't need no money to be no hip hop. You just had to be creative to be in hip hop.
No, I'm talking about
Today you need the money.
I'm talking about
In the rap game.
As it progressed, drug dealers became
The CEOs, right.
The main, and drugs was the main function of.
No, I'm not giving you that.
But back in the
you had a
80s,
club.
no. So back in the 80s, and that's how Def Jam got started. You know, once they started looking at the rap niggas, and people start flowing toward the rap niggas,
You gonna sell drinks and drugs?
the dope niggas started getting next to the rap
Yeah.
niggas, and then the
Because you
dope
gonna
niggas
sell
started
more
being the
drinks and drugs.
managers,
2
and they
Chainz
started
was-
traveling.
2 Chainz
and
was
they
a
started
fucking
moving
weed
the drugs
supplier to
with the
Lil
music.
Wayne.
Listen.
2 Chainz wasn't fucking rapping.
But
He was
see,
the weed supplier.
That's the thing, though. The entity was already built, and it wasn't built off the drugs. It was built, and the drugs came
No,
in.
I
to
didn't
that.
say it was
Yeah.
built off the drugs. What I'm saying is, once
It don't need drugs to
become your-
coexist.
Once the drugs, you can't get drugs out. Once drugs in. You did drugs and music. They intertwine to a point where it's like a dreadlock. You gotta cut it all off.
Not really.
And start
We
all
got a lot of
over.
musicians that don't do no drugs.
No,
fool.
no. What I'm saying is the industry is ran by drugs. The music industry is ran by drugs. At this point, that's just basically what it is. Eminem, the motherfucker who started popping pills. That shit, niggas wasn't on no pill popping shit. Eminem made that shit popular. If you look at every drug that became popular, even through the 70s, it was intertwined with music. They look at that whole
So it's Dre fault that nigga smoking weed like that because he made the Chronic.
Drake.
Yeah.
He didn't help it. He didn't help it by making it cool. Like none of us.
Oh,
You know
weed
what
is
I'm saying?
cool
Like,
though.
No,
I,
it's been cool.
I respect the weed smokers.
No, we been cool, but the way they market it. At one point in time, they didn't market it as it was cool. Now they market it as it's getting cooler and cooler and cooler.
I think when Dre them came out and called that bitch the Chronic, and Snoop Dogg became an absolute star, and he was directly affiliated with weed, that's when I said, yeah, weed cool.
But at the same time, you can't separate it. Hip hop is so fucking competitive. Like it is a bloody scene. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's a
Like
bloody game.
it's all train wrecks waiting to happen, and that's why we float to the realest artists, like the Pooh Shiesties, because you know, all right, this is a train wreck waiting to happen, or this could be, or is he gonna change his life and go date a Kardashian? So like you waiting to see what the we all placing bets, like, oh, that little reckless motherfucker gonna be dead or in jail. Oh yeah, he
No,
he
but we
turned
know
into
what's gonna
somebody
happen.
like a Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? So Drake, you watch Drake come from, you know what I'm saying, being hanging on Lil Wayne coattail to
Yeah, but you
being
ain't,
bigger than Lil Wayne.
you ain't see Drake with AK-47 in his videos.
No,
neither.
but he with the niggas who get
Yeah.
the
You
AK-47.
ain't seen that shit. No, I seen
he
fucking Drake on
co-signed all that
Nickelodeon,
Drake
man.
shit.
Yeah, he co-signed
He
the shit.
co-signed.
He gonna stay with all of them.
Future. He was on. All them little trap niggas that the Dirks and all them. Oh, he go co-sign them niggas first.
Cause he
He
ain't stupid,
know-
he's smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say he know how to stick to them young niggas. He gonna stick to
That's
every
smart.
last young nigga coming up. He
Cause
gonna keep
he
his
know
name
one
going.
thing. You know what? He know one thing. He know one thing.
Yeah, he done learned the game.
The chance of them niggas dying, he owning all of Mass and Publishing. When they die, they gonna be legends. He own all that shit. That's the Michael Jackson way. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to these young niggas. I know this where the money at. Cause they stupid. You
He
make
on
more money in
game.
music after that. Jay-Z a billionaire. Kanye got $1 billion. It's hip hop. The real hip hop. The essence of hip hop is starting that shit from nothing and making $1 billion off it. And less than what, 40 years old? How old hip hop is? About 40?
Right.
That's a good eye. Make $1 billion in 40 years? $1 billion in 40 years? That's a good number. It's good odds. That's all I'm saying.
But I can't say this. A lot of these, when I think of hip hop, I think drill music is, just like I say, bounce music is the rawest form of hip hop. You dig? It's hip hop at its birth. I feel like drill music is hip hop at its highest peak right now.
What?
Yes, because you gotta think about it. To be a drill artist in general,
I don't even know them
you
dudes.
really risking your life to be a hip hop artist. Like right now, if your child say he want to be, even Rod 49 in all his music, he speak about on one verse, he spoke about talking to his dad, and his dad telling him like, you sure you ready for this shit? Because you know what come with this shit. You're like, I'm letting you know what's coming with this shit, and you gotta be a man to be able to face what's coming with this shit. Like, he speak about death, he speak about dying, like a Tupac, because you going to like even on Nino Calvin. He said, I'm in a bulletproof whip and all this type of shit, because you thinking about, oh, I'm moving these ways. They could have a nigga that's jealous of me or mad at me from stepping on his shoe or anything. You know what I'm saying? So there's a constant thing in your mind when you're a hip hop artist, and when you put it all on the line like that, it just puts you in those legendary talks. And I don't think your body of work really matter when it comes to hip hop.
This is where it's fucked up at? We keep losing all these kids getting shot. We talking about random kids just getting shot, and we saying drill music okay.
Drill music not okay.
No. Drill music is okay.
It's not.
It's not if we losing too many on this side.
You know why?
Last week we had a conversation about these kids getting hit.
When you step in and work with them fucking babies and change their lifestyle, the music gonna change. The music is an exhaust pipe. You can't get mad at what the fuck coming out the exhaust pipe. You gotta be mad at what you putting in the fucking engine.
Well, let me tell you something.
The music is the fucking exhaust pipe.
Let me tell you something. These
you gotta
niggas,
fucking accept that.
No, we can't accept that because you got motherfuckers right now. I guarantee you, right now, they got some nerd. I don't want to call a kid nerd. They got some kid who don't play with guns, who don't got no AKs, who not into the streets. They got that little motherfucker right now.
He gonna get hit.
He probably in a booth right now talking about his choppers and all this other shit trying to be a drill rap. But I know your stupid ass is gonna die. And that's not an exhaust pipe. That's not an exhaust pipe. That is a phony motherfucker. And a lot of these dudes who be doing that drill shit, they don't be like that.
Well, so they don't need to be doing it.
They don't.
They don't need to be doing it. But how many people playing football that's not really like that?
None. Everybody that play football, play football.
No, what I'm saying is a lot of people
that's
not like that.
No, everybody.
Once they leave that football
team. Look at NBA. You just watched a nigga sit on a bench a whole fucking game and watch his fucking team fail and he could have been playing. You did?
Iced out.
Exactly. So that's the same fucking shit.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing. That I was no B. No B.
That's the same shit.
No B. No B. Not the same B.
You sitting out. You.
Listen, but you on the team though. You on the fucking team
Are
though.
you on the team?
You gonna get the same check. You gonna get a check.
You ain't got no jersey.
I don't feel like this nigga on the team.
You on the bench.
So if a nigga on the bench ain't on the team.
And you could have on a jersey.
You can have on a jersey.
But
we need the explanation.
And you good, bitch.
Hey, we need to know what's going on.
I seen it happen all the time. You get the paycheck, you on the team.
Fuck.
Who's the biggest drill artist of the world?
Man.
Right?
Look, that drill shit
is whack.
That drill shit, y'all gotta change the environment. You dig? And when y'all change the environment, the music gonna change. You dig? Simple as that. Reason why motherfuckers was on love music and shit in the 70s and 60s is because motherfuckers was making love. That's the baby boom time. You dig? Motherfuckers was fucking. Motherfuckers was fucking and fucking and fucking. You dig? So you gonna get love music and all more babies. So now you getting what the environment is. The environment about money, bitches, and drugs. So the music gonna be about money, bitches, and drugs. When you change the environment and give these kids other shit to talk
they gotta
about,
grow up in their head,
they're gonna
man.
talk about different shit and different music gonna be acceptable.
When you get to that, that's what it is.
But
that's why all this like
drill music don't see that light.
That's
they
why
never gonna get past.
No. That's why all this like Daniel Heartless streams so well. Well, you not gonna really hear him on the street, but they listening to him in the headphones because the kids that's listening to him, they not listening to Chief Keef and Lil Durk. The kids that's listening to Currency is the stoner kids. They not listening to Lil Baby and like that's not their lifestyle. So that's why when Currency pull up a show, they got all these people singing songs I don't even know. Cause I live a stoner lifestyle, but I be into the drill shit and all this other shit too. Where all that shit could catch me off guard. Where you got 40-year-old motherfuckers and 19-year-old motherfuckers in the same place, just smoking weed, vibing out to music that pertains to their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So drill music is the exhaust pipe saying like this is what's happening in this fucking region. You can't fault the music. You gotta fucking change the environment or accept what's going on. You can't.
The music puts a false picture of what the environment is.
But do you know what that environment is?
Huh? Yeah, I know that environment. I live in New Orleans, boy. I've been living in New Orleans my whole life. You fucking right, I know the environment. New Orleans way worse than Chicago.
At this point,
fuck you talking? No, it's way worse because Chicago got a fucking.
Well, we talked about a DP.
Well, Chicago got more people.
You know what a DP is?
So the per capita murder rate, we killing Chicago.
You know what a DP is?
Talk to me.
A DP is a disciplinary order that gangs use. That's why Nipsey Hussle and Nipsey Hussle brother and Wack 100 got into it because and Big U got into it because Big U was coming to pick up Nipsey Hussle to give him a DP, and as his big brother pulled a gat on Big U was like, boy, you're not taking my brother nowhere. But your brother in the gang, you not. So Chicago have gangs like that. New Orleans, that DP shit.
Man, they gonna kill you talking some fucking
That's
DP.
what I'm saying. So you
they
can't
ain't doing
say,
that in Chicago. Nigga kill you right here. Like
Chicago have gangs with niggas getting DPs. You there, like motherfuckers
Can't work in New Orleans.
That's
We
how,
wait.
but that's what I'm trying to say. So how can we say what's going on in their environment when our environment ain't nothing like that?
our environment might be one of the worst environments in the
It is, but it's
fucking
not
world.
like that.
It's worse.
No, it is worse, but it's not like that. So what that say about us? Because our music, what our music is.
I would in that world, I can be honest, non-existent.
I'm about to say our music ain't making us killing nobody.
Yeah, our
bounce
music,
music
we
is our
party.
music.
We got
We
bounce
party.
music. We got second
Because
line.
that's the
Right,
lifestyle.
yeah, it is
That's
all
the lifestyle. They
all-
still have the gangster rappers that's
Well, they hanging on
signed
to-
up for that lifestyle.
Yeah, they
But for
hanging
the
on to
most
what's out
part,
and what's
we
hot.
coming out to see the Vineys, the Reedys, the Tent Wall Bucks, even the Choppers and the like all the bounce rappers because they represent the party and the good time, which is our lifestyle.
who
That's
we
why
not
it's
coming
whack.
out to see.
All of them.
Like, and I'm saying who we're not coming out to see.
What in the bounce world?
In the rap world.
None of them.
No.
We ain't going to see, because my favorite, like, Zoe with the Flow. We ain't going to see Zoe with the Flow.
No, it's hard because the lifestyle, the lifestyle that they pertain to, and the music that they make the lifestyle for, we can't all just be in that same room together all the time.
Facts.
Because you might be cool with somebody that want to kill me or want to kill my cousin, because that's the lifestyle. In the party lifestyle, all us probably fucking. You did like all us probably do the same drugs. All us probably like the same drink. Like, we Bud Light dudes, or we Crown drinkers, or we weed smokers. So like, it's so many bonding errors. We like the same music. We like the same artists. We know the same song. We dress alike. We both like polos. There's so many different ways to bond in the party thing where it's gonna bring all people in different walks of
So
life.
why would you want to get into a music genre that nobody going to come see you, right? For you to do a concert, it's probably not safe because, like you say, nobody going to see our gangster rappers, right?
They're not doing it here, but in Florida and other places, they going to that shit.
Oh, niggas.
But
crazy.
it's a different environment there. Be
It's
like
probably safer.
Fuck,
like New
man.
Orleans this big.
Well, nigga kill you in New Orleans
But New
anywhere.
Orleans this
Yeah,
big.
but Florida too.
New Orleans only 15 minutes big.
But New Orleans dudes will go anywhere. See, a lot of times in them gang-related cities, them dudes don't go to certain parts of town, right? Like they just don't go.
Right.
New Orleans dudes go anywhere.
Yeah, they'll go anywhere, but everybody that they fuck with can't go everywhere. So like if you're an AWOL dude, you could do something in the AWOL and all your people gonna come, but your people from uptown might not come. Or your people from the east, like for instance, I got a kid that I told him, I said, look, I'm working with some coaches uptown. He stayed in the Calio. I said they had over there in the
Rosenwald?
no, the other one.
Taylor?
No. In the middle by the Magnolia.
L. Davis.
Yeah, L. Davis. He said, nah, I'll catch a ride to the east. He'll rather go play in the east than play at the park right here because of the politics of,
I get that.
of the streets. So what I'm trying to say is that area is only this big. And it's so close where when you talk about building a market and a hip hop market and how New Orleans is, you have to do something like a hot boy situation where you have 3 people or 4 people from different parts of the town and you put them together and that kind of merge the city. But we don't have that type of situation going on. You got everybody buzzing in their little area with their little people. So when they throw a show, it's hard to get supporters. Cause all your supporters from the 8-Wall, all your supporters.
Well, that means you're in the wrong field of
but
business.
Rock
then,
49
my
is
man.
an artist that kind of bond that because everybody kind of want to be cool with him and.
But that was his whole name, you know. It's the
49.
49. It's the
that
4 Wall,
merged
9 Wall.
Two areas of the city that normally you wouldn't
Smart,
see
nigga.
merge. Just from a name perspective, you know. What
And
I'm
then
saying?
not having no ops. I don't hear him talking about who the ops is, so that's a good thing
because
for Rod.
he talk about money and girls. You dig? And he sticks to that.
And that's what young boys should be talking about, money and girls. You mother want to talk about guns?
They weren't
You
about
can't
the
get
next
no
nigga.
money. That's crazy. It's 12:02.
How long we running?
We almost at our. We about there.
All right. Well, this Benjamin's room, you heard me. And we look. This was an excellent episode, you heard me. This is our first guest host, guest star. You did.
I appreciate being here though.
1008
Real spill.
TV
Coach
Coach. You heard me. You did the king of the holler back. You did holler
Crazy.
back. You heard me.
Tell them where to follow you at, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm at 1008 TV U Sports at Instagram. Same name on Facebook and YouTube. 1008 TV U Sports. That's 1008.
Man,
I'm gonna make sure they got the little thing on there
Yeah.
for you.
Go, follow,
Got
go,
you.
go look at all them old videos on YouTube. If your kids ever play sports, you did in the last how many years?
I've been active 7 years with the coverage on the kids.
If your kid play any North sport in the last 7 years, he probably on that YouTube page,
probably on
right?
that.
9 times out of 10.
Go to the page, like, subscribe, leave a comment, help them out, support them, support the kids, support the youth. We got to keep them busy, man.
Right on.
And make sure y'all go to Benjiman'sRoom.NOLA. You dig? Since my other page got deleted. Make sure you go to that backup page. Make sure you go to our YouTube page. Just make sure you like, subscribe, comment, you heard me? Because and if there's anything that we not talking about that y'all really interested in, just holler, let me know, inbox one of us, you heard me? We're gonna talk about it, you dig?
Go ahead and drop them in the comments. We watching.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Thank
you gotta
y'all.
play that little beat. Whatever that little beat is you be playing at the beginning.
Man,
Play
so
that shit like
editing last week was so fucking
no,
hard.
I'm just saying, but I think you still played it at the beginning. You did
I
because
thought that was your phone.
oh no, there was a music playing. But no,
Yeah, I
but
know.
that little beat,
I wanted to.
that's our beat, though. Like
I got-
that bitch our beat.
Last week was hard.
But I enjoy y'all podcast though. That's why I was happy to come to. Like I be peeping y'all. I watched all 3 so far. 2. I watched the first 2 so far, but I'm on y'all shit.
Right.
Man, somebody called me yesterday. They was like, man, you had shouted me out, man, and thank you. I was like, man, what you talking about? Like on the podcast. I was like, oh, you got that? I'm like, I don't know.
We be talking about so much shit. Sometimes I
And so
be
many
forgetting when
people,
we
and
record.
they starting to tap in slowly but surely.
But that's what we want, and I get that from him. You dig? That's why I'm happy.
Organic numbers is real, fool.
Yeah.
You never try to push the issue, so you won't know what you really could do as an influencer. Like who you really influence. You know what I'm saying?
I'm supposed to be behind the camera, but he got me in the chair. And I'm trying to
fire,
get comfortable, but it's
That's
cool.
fire, yeah.
So every Thursday, I'm waiting for him. The nigga, where you at, bitch? It's 9 o'clock. Let's
Right.
roll.
I was the reason he was late today though.
It's all good. I found something
Called
to
my Uber now.
This Benjamin's Room. This episode 4. We live at Music Box Studios. You
Yes,
heard
sir.
me? And we out.
do. Out.
Yeah.
Holla back, yeah.
Back. Yeah, dog. That shit.
fun, dog. I had fun.
Bro, that shit like therapeutic on some shit, you hear me? Just to be able to get your point of view off. And a lot of people, they not gonna really be able to always do this shit.
drop off?